Hello, hello, hello. You know, we really need a channel that is weavers who cook and bake and garden. Something. The early birds, man, they had all of the good topics. So we're talking soup, we're talking macaroons, we're talking all the things. I have to say, I can't join the I hate microwave clubs because I actually love mine, but I can appreciate the stance that you're taking. Hello, friends. Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton. This is Chris Acton Words. Ooh, it could be one of those days. This is live at the Loom, and every Thursday we get together, talk about weaving and maybe cooking and baking and kitchens and other things. Boy, the early birds, they were on it today. Hello to Gemma and to Connie. Yes, Connie, you have to eat while Norm's gone. And to who else did I see in here? Jennifer Fowler is here, and I saw Carol, and I saw Carrie, and I saw Shirley. Hello, my gorgeous friends. How are you? Priscilla is in here, and Cindy. Hello, friends. How are you? Hi, Dawn Miller. Hey, look at that. The chat has appeared on the screen. I love it when technology works. It is great when it does that. Laura Miser is here. Hello, Laura. How are you? And Dawn from Nova Scotia. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Karen Crocker's here. Hello. She says, good morning, fiber friends. Right? It's awesome. Jody Ibarra is on. Oh, yep. To and from the train. Excellent, Gemma. We'll keep posting all the good things. Sherry is here. David Easton is here from Northern Ontario. Nikki is here. Hi. Hi, everyone. Look at this. Look at all the bright, shining faces. Now, here's what I have to tell you this morning is that our lovely Lori has other plans. I would like to wish her a very, very happy new year, but I am on my own. So everyone has to be on their best behavior today because it's just me over here, friends, which, I did it for years, just me. And now it feels like I'm kind of naked because I don't have Lori, my gatekeeper, my backup person, my ride or die. It's all right. She is off doing wonderful things. Hopefully she's having a fabulous day. So, hello, Donna Cunningham. How is it going? How has your week been? Fill me in. What did I miss this week? It is, I have to say, it looks like, according to the weather, that it's going to be late summer for the next 2 months. The weather, it's beautiful. It is not typical fall weather right now, but it is beautiful. It is 70 and sun, lows in the upper 40s. It is we'll see. I usually about this time of year start thinking about bringing the garden in because our average first frost is about October 15th here. But that's not going to be the case this year. I'm just going to keep it going. We'll see. Maybe I can actually turn some of those bell peppers. I don't like green bell peppers, but I love yellow, orange, red, like any other color. But it takes a long time to get those green ones to turn. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, Carrie, I did say Happy New Year to Lori. That's why she's out today. Yep. Uh-huh. So, let's see. Oh, we're talking looms. I found a few as well. I have a line on a 48. Oh, that's right, David. We were looking for looms for you. I have a line on a 48-inch Leclerc. It's actually only an hour away. David, that's great. Fantastic. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? From the desert. What is it like in the desert? Give us an idea of temperature there where you are. Carol says, heading for the mid-90s. Have had no rain for 6 weeks. Field fires abound. Ooh, that's... Nope, I don't like the threat of fires. That sounds bad. Mid-90s sounds very hot, darling friend. I'm much happier with 60s. Like a high about 68. That is a sweet spot for me. 50s, 60s. Yeah. Now you'll notice I'm still wearing like summer clothing because I refuse to think about putting on jeans. Shorts, dresses. I'm gonna stand here at that part of my closet as long as I can. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dawn says we haven't had a first frost in my little corner of the world either. The remaining tomatoes are hanging on for dear life, so they don't need to ripen on the windowsill or in a bag. Right, Dawn Miller. I did that last year for the first time as I brought in my green ones. I did it in a bag, and I put a banana in there with them. I gotta say that's kind of magical. I had never tried that before. The whole ripening, just pick them and bring them in. Fascinating. It works. I mean, they may not be quite as sweet, but they still turn. It's wonderful. Hello, Sam is here. Okay, Jennifer says in the desert, sunny 90s. 90s here. Nearly brush fire, hopefully out today. Whew, man. Jody, too hot in the desert mountains. I'm so done with summer. I can appreciate that. It's been long. Yeah. Oh, Lori's Jewish, so it's Rosh Hashanah. So it's Happy New Year for all our Jewish friends. Sherry says supposed to be 90 in Iowa on Saturday. What? High of 85 today. Oh, no, we're not that warm, Sherry. That's fascinating. Sherry is like 5 hours straight west of me. So we always compare notes because basically the weather just travels along Highway 80 just to get there. So yeah, crazy. Dawn suggests an apple with the tomatoes to help him turn. Yep, apples and bananas. I kind of switched off between the two. Thank you, though. I like that tip. Yep. Let's see. Nikki says my Gerber daisy just bloomed for the first time all year in Pennsylvania. Okay, Nikki, we should talk Gerber daisies because my mom, that's her favorite flower, and she always has them. And they are like the most dramatic flower you've ever seen in your whole entire life. But they love this cooler weather. I don't know about you, but all of a sudden they're like, yeah, this is good. We like this. Otherwise, when it gets hot, they're all like, wimpy and sad and wilty and drama queens. They are for me, from what I've seen, the Gerber daisies are the most dramatic of all the flowers. They're beautiful, but they're Jennifer says the late summer garden seeds I planted are starting to produce. Nice. First picking of runner beans, enough for a meal. Ooh, love some beans. Hey, Sandra from Alberta. See. Thank you, Shirley. She says, my optimism, one of the things we love about you. They have a wonderful Indian summer. We're going to milk it, Shirley, for all it's worth. That's for sure. Yep. Well, hello, Pamela. 50 degrees in Minnesota right now. Now, Pamela, tell me, I'm guessing that's pretty warm for where you are in Minnesota. You fill me in if that's not correct. But I just know that here because I'm at the very bottom of Lake Michigan, it's today's supposed to be like, I don't know, 72, 74, something like that. Hot for us. And there's no rain in sight. Like September was one of the driest months we've had in forever, and October is starting out kind of the same way. It's not good to help my little garden limp along as long as I can. It's yeah. Oh, Carol, good. Week was fabulous. Fiber Fair last weekend was banner. The boys took first, second, and best in show. Okay, with what, Carol? How did they get first, second, and best in show? That sounds fantastic. Fiber Fair. I love that. That is awesome. Let's see who else is on today. See, Lori's not here to organize things for me, so pardon me. I might be a little bit of a mess today. Just hang in there. We'll figure it out. Dawn says, beautiful sunny fall day in Nova Scotia, 63. Yeah, leaves are turning. Beautiful. Do you know what, Dawn? That's the other thing. Our leaves aren't turning. Nope. No. I'm sure all of Mother Nature is very confused because it's, October 3rd today, and there's just hardly any color anywhere. Hello, Carolyn Kogan from Albuquerque. So glad you're here. Right? Priscilla's all in favor of the Gerber daisies. Yeah. Well, hello, Emily. I'm just in from picking armfuls of the last of the greens. Don't like the cold. Okay. Sanding the loom sticks and trying Mod Podge food craft paper to smooth them. Weaving weights. I love it. You guys always have such interesting little side projects. What, Pamela? The lilacs are blooming a second time in Minnesota. Is that like a sign of the apocalypse? Is that? I mean, a nice sign, but still, I love lilacs. It's yeah. Okay, Shirley says my chervil came back as soon as the nights cooled. Is that a herb, Shirley? Is that a herb? What is chervil? Will you explain for us, please? Well, hello, Richard Murray. 60 in Southeast UK. Pam says no rain here either. Pamela, sorry. Laura, oh my gosh, yes, from the hurricane. My Laura's in Cincinnati and my brother's in Indianapolis, and he said they just got dumped on. I mean, of course, not nearly what, like if you see the pictures of Asheville, North Carolina, it is heartbreaking. But they did get a lot of rain as kind of the as the storm kind of rolled through there. So our heart goes out to all of those that were affected by Connie. I have, my folks are snowbirds, and so they're a little corner of Florida. They had some damage there too. So yes, we say lots of prayers for our friends who are suffering from the consequences of all of that. Let's see. Connie says, I don't go out to the garden, allergic to bees. Oh, that's a good reason. So Norm does the gardening. Okay. Just picked some more cucumbers the other day. Amazing. See, we really could have a Weavers that garden, Weavers that cook, Weavers that bake. We could really have like all these side gigs, all these like side channels. Because believe me, if you get me started talking about gardening, we'll be here for a long time. That's yes. Okay. Oh, here we go. Carol says, my boys. Oh, Carol, it's early. I didn't pick up on it. My boys are four-legged noodle neck alpacas. Their fleece quality took first, second, and best in show. Congratulations, Carol. That's fantastic. Four-legged noodle neck alpacas. That sounds like a children's book. That'd be awesome. Cindy says, Prince Edward Island has same temps as Nova Scotia. The leaves are amazing. Awesome. Right? Sherry says it's warmer than usual. Huge worry as we harvest. It's so dusty and hard to see. Oh, I can imagine. If there's no rain? Yeah. Oh, Carol says, I grow, is it lavage and chervil? You guys always bring me the words. Always bring me the new words. That's fantastic. Yeah, Shirley says, yes, it's an herb. Wonderful, delicate licorice flavor. Okay, can be used instead of parsley. I love it in everything. Tarragon. That's the herb that I'm growing this year, which is a new one. Now, when I think the licorice kind of thing, that's what gets me started on that. When I lived in South Carolina, there was a place we used to go for lunch that always had tarragon chicken salad. And I was like, I don't know what kind of voodoo this is, but it's the best chicken salad I've ever had. So I decided I would grow tarragon this year. Boy, that sucker. If you want a lot of tarragon, grow one tarragon plant. That's all you need to do. It's I've made tarragon chicken salad once. I could have made it about 25 times by now. Yeah. Well, hello, friend from Myanmar. You're in good company. We're all gonna talk about weaving. That's for sure. Okay. Carrie says I'm starting to wear socks in the house. A cool 72 degrees, and the terracotta floor tiles feel a bit cold. Ooh, I would love a terracotta floor. That sounds wonderful. All right. Oh wow. Wait. David Easton says we just got a hydroponic tower system. We're gonna be growing lettuce and strawberries this winter. That sounds awesome. I love that. Pamela says tarragon on beef. See, a whole channel. We could do a whole channel, right? Okay, friends. So speaking of weaving, let's talk weaving. How were your projects this week? Are you following along the October Weave Along? Let me know how things are shaking. Just in case you're new to the whole Weave Along idea. Here at Acting Creative, we do 2 weave-alongs a year, one in April and one in October. And you guessed it, we have just started the October weave-along. It's not too late to join us. Come on over here. I'm going to put this little note right there. There we go. That is the weave-along central page where all the details are. You can find out all about the projects. I have the project right here. Hold on. I should say I have one of the projects right here. This year, we decided we would do, instead of one specific pattern as the theme, we would do, or as the theme, listen to me, we'd have a whole theme instead of one specific weaving pattern. So, diamonds, that's the theme, which we love. So here, this is the official project for 4-shaft loom. You don't have to do it. You can make up whatever you want, friends. That is totally your choice, which is kind of fun. But if the idea of, making your own project seems kind of intimidating, this is the project here. And Michelle Marshall has a gorgeous project for my Ridge Heddle friends. So don't forget to check that out. And I say, let's see, do I have that here? I don't. Go join the Facebook group. There's a Facebook group that goes with the Weave Along. Just come on over there. So yes, so that is the little nickel tour. Wait, let me turn this off. That's the nickel tour of the October Weave Along. Come play with us and do some diamonds. That's my big cheer. Diamonds. Yay, team. Okay. Let's see. Okay, where are we? Let's see. Jennifer says, ordered some antique gold for the October Weave Along to do with the stash greens. Ooh, Nice. Same value. So yesterday ordered chocolate and dark red. Yes, please, Jennifer. That sounds awesome. Carol says, October Weave Along is halfway done. I just can't stop. There's always some in the group, Carol. We love that. Jennifer says, I'm still working on the houndstooth. It will never end. Oh, my sweet friend. It will one day. You just keep going. You just keep clicking along. I know you got garden stuff and sewing stuff, and Jennifer has about 6 crafts going and side projects at any given time, which is part of why we love her. So she's never bored, that's for sure. Okay, Connie says I have the warp through the reed, and she's doing the Heddles today. Yay, Connie Peterson. You know, once Norm leaves, you'll be able to just weave all week long. That'll be whatever you want, right? Oh, see. Oh, Alex, that's so sweet. You can be my Lori stand-in for today. That would be fantastic. Yes. Like the videos. Come on over. It's bring friends. That's we love having friends. Hello, Sue Ann. Good morning from Seattle. You're not late. You're just on time. Don't you worry. Shirley says I have a rookie weaver question. I love that. I see in your instructions that you put 2 ends in 1 reed space. Is that something needed for the floats? Oh, good question, Shirley. Thank you for asking. Here is the magic of doing using a reed in like a 4-shaft loom like this application, is that there's no rules on how many yarns have to go into a dent of a reed. So it's all about creating how many yarns per inch you need and then using your reed to accommodate that. So for the official project, it is 24 ends in 1 inch. That is the goal no matter what. So in my example, I have a 12 dent reed. You put 2 in each space. What happens is those 2 are going to be separated when you get to the heddles. But for now, they just, in order to keep the width where we want and have the right spacing, you put a couple in each dent. If you had a smaller yarn, Shirley, you might even have more than that. Or if you had a fatter yarn, you might skip dents. Does that help? Let me know if I confuse matters even more. But yes, that is a great question. Thank you so much. Yeah. Sam says I have approximately 4 inches done. It looks really good. Excellent. Carrie says, pertaining to the October Weave Along, I've increased my ideas. We're now at 5. Carrie. I love it. It still sounds like you're still showing much restraint, darling. So yes. Dawn says, sadly, I won't be doing the October Weave Along. Too many other things on the go. That's fair enough. Planning my studies and planning to start stage 1 of my Master Weaver program. Congratulations, Dawn. That's very exciting. We're so proud of you. That's incredible. Please keep us posted how it goes. That is, I'm so tickled for you. That's wonderful. Yay. Okay. Scott in Atlanta says, receive my bamboo from Cotton Clouds. Once I finish petting it, I'll make my work. I know, sometimes those yarns, yum. So good, right? By the way, before we get too far off of the October Weave Along topic, I just want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors this week, Shiny Dime Fibers. Do you know Amanda? She's the best. Shiny Dime Fibers is a company based out of kind of central Indiana. And her specialty is that she does hand-dyed warps. Like, she uses her amazing dyeing abilities to make yarn specifically for weavers. It's really incredible. And her sense of color is awesome. It is so good. I think I have a sample. Okay, hold that thought. I think I have a sample here. Let me see. Yep, here we go. I got a little swatch that was left from what I was working on before. Okay, she hand dyed this, folks. Come on. How pretty is that? This is a Tencel that she used, but she does she'll do Tencel, she'll do cotton. I don't remember what else is on her website. But if you haven't yet met Amanda Baxter and Shine Dime Fibers, this is a great week to go check her out. She's just the coolest. You know, we love a fellow Hoosier, but she's also so flippin' talented. She's amazing. We love her. She's absolutely worth it. Just stop in and say hi. And she's just the friendliest too. So go stop in and say hi over at Shiny Dime Fibers. Okay, let's see. Where were we? Let's see. Okay, hi Diana. Old projects off the loom. Heddle and slang today and tomorrow. Woo! Yay. That's fantastic. Well, hello, Arnie DeVries. in Kentucky today, learning about bourbon. Ooh, I'll catch the replay. We love that. Thank you for popping in, Ernie. You can teach us something about bourbon next week. That's awesome. Nikki says, I'm unofficially following along. Okay, that's allowed. I happen to start a diamond project in September. Need to finish it up by next week for gifts. Perfect. Sometimes a plan just comes together, doesn't it, Nikki? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like that. Donna says it's her attempt at structure of my life, not just my fiber. I like it. See, so many congratulations to Dawn. That's so fantastic. Is it okay? Now, Dawn, tell me this. Do you have a limited amount of time to finish it? Is there a clock that you only have, a year to do it or something? I don't know much about the program, I'll be honest. So I'll be very curious to have you inform us about what that's like to go through that. That's very exciting. Mm-hmm. Connie says I'm using a 10 dent. I'm going to have 20 dents. Is that what you mean? Too lazy to figure out for 24. Oh, okay. So you're going to just put 2 in each dent. Is that what you're thinking, Connie, for your 10 dent? That'll work. Do you know what? You just make it a little wider, honey. That's fine. I've discovered my math problem is called dyscalculia. Dyscalculia. Yeah. Connie, we believe you. We feel that you are creative enough to work around any math challenges that come your way, darling. We know this to be true. Mm-hmm. Okay, Shirley says, ooh, what are the recommended uses for Tencel? Ooh, do you guys want to chime in? That's a good question, Shirley. I like it. Tencel is this really vivid, shiny, sturdy fiber. Is that fair to say? That's fair, right? And I have used it just a little bit. It's really fun to use. It's, yeah. So, how do you guys use your Tencel? Richard says, I'm reading a new book, Weaving with Wire by Christine Miller. Maybe putting some copper wire in my diamond project. Fancy. I love that idea. And why the heck not? There are no grades. You do what you need to, what you want to there, Richard. That's fantastic. See, Connie says, don't get too comfortable with the bourbon. We need you to come back. That's awesome. Don't stay in Kentucky with the bourbon. Hello, Martha. Interested in some of the large diamond designs that folks have posted. Could they share those instructions? Also, as you thread the heddles, that's where you put in order the wine purple threads. Okay, so let's tackle that. Let's see. Large diamond designs folks have posted. Could they share those instructions? Martha, if you're a part of the Facebook group, you can just, in the comments for whichever you're interested, just ask them if they can give more information. People are they're so generous with their knowledge. So yeah, just pop in and be like, hey, I love this pattern. How'd you do it? And they will happily explain. That's no problem. So second question, as you thread the heddles, that's where you put in order the wine purple threads. Yes. Yeah. When it comes to making diamonds in a weaving pattern, I find that the real pivotal spot to make the diamonds is when you're threading your heddles. That is really where you can make, it's the whatever order you put them into your shafts. That's really where you can create that great diamond shape. So yes, you got it. Yeah. Okay, Connie spelled it out for me. Dyscalculia. Thank you. That's very helpful. Oh, really? Sam says Connie and I share the same math problem. See, but you guys are awesome. So that's no problem. Nice. Nikki says she's seen some lovely Tencel shawls. They seem to glow. Yeah. Because of the way the yarn kind of shimmers. That's a great description, Nikki. Shawls are great. Scarves. Absolutely, Carolyn. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, Dawn. Okay, so Dawn says, thankfully, there's no clock. She said, way too slow for that. There's 4 levels: basic, intermediate, senior, and master. Wow. So Dawn, are you putting some structure to it though? Or do you have have you laid out a calendar to kind of keep you on track? What's boy, we're excited, Dawn. We're very excited for you. This is going to be great. It's like the whole community is going to go through it with you. We'll cheer you on every step of the way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ernie says, yeah, think calculus for pronunciation. My granddaughter has that. Just can't do math. I love that. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. What else is on my list here for today? Did we talk? Everyone shared their projects. Is that all good? How are we doing on time? Ooh, we got to get to it because, folks, we have to cut off a project today. Yes. It's my favorite thing to do with Live at the Loom is to cut off a project. total sidebar. I had a few minutes before I pressed the live button, and I had to move some yarn around, and the world's biggest spider was hanging off one of my cones or tubes of yarn. Now, here's the thing. I am not like spider averse. Let's just say that. I have the kind of arrangement that if I don't see you, I don't worry about it. But if you get right in my path, I have to smash you. I mean, it's just, I cannot have you running free willy around the house, maybe to drop on my head when I sleep. That just can't. So let's just say I've already had some excitement this morning when spider, I mean, not crazy huge, but that sucker was half dollar size, folks. It was, whoa. Yeah. Thank you so much. I am awake now. Okay. So Cindy says, just finished my Heddles. Good. I load front to back. Excellent. So I'll be tightening everything today, starting weaving. Cindy, you're in a great spot. This is awesome. By the way, everyone, if this is all for the October weave along, you're already ahead of the game. The homework for week 1 is just to gather your materials and make a plan. That's all you have to do this week. So Carrie, you're right on track. That's perfect. Connie says I am warping for my new loom. Excellent. Haven't named her yet. Okay. Have discovered that I need to add more Heddles, but I'm fortunate to have a bunch of extras. Surely. I tell the spiders, I'm sorry, you can't live here. Oh, can or can't? Is that what you mean? Carol says, so you smashed a fellow weaver in the studio. Harsh. I know. But you know what? For the sake of my blood pressure, guy needed to go. That was, yes. Hello, Manon. Is that how you say it? From Drummondville, Quebec, Canada. Oh, good. We're so glad you're here. Hang out with us whenever you need to. That's awesome. Kara says it violated the rule of proximity, naughty spider. See, that's awesome. Dawn says no calendar layout yet. Need to review the guidebook, make a plan, hoping I can submit my samples and written report for basic within a year. But 10 samples to weave. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. Oh, good, Sam. I'm so glad that was helpful. It caught me off guard this time. So Sam in her comment said she was grateful that I add the number of Heddles per shaft in the instructions. For this project, one shaft has a lot more Heddles, needs a lot more Heddles than the others. And boy, I had to load up so many extra Heddles. Friends, that's like my least favorite thing to do is to put on more Heddles. It's not my favorite. So, yes. Okay, so let's cut a project off the loom, shall we? All right, everybody, hang on. I got to get you settled. Let's see. Put you right about there, I think. Look at that. Look at those knots. I have, I'm flinging yarn everywhere here, friends. Okay, put this over here. Get some scissors. Okay. So let me give you the hello, Gail Grimaldi. So this was my towel project. I put on way too many inches, but I have a custom project that has to go on after this. So I was very focused. I was like, okay, I'm going to do at least one color a day. That was my plan. So here we are. Here are the knots, which means I am done. I have played Warp Chicken just about to the best of my ability. By the way, if you haven't heard that phrase, it's something that's come up on Live at the Loom now, is that when you're trying to eke out every last single row and you only have so many inches left, we've been calling it Warp Chicken, which I think is adorable. And I'm going to keep that phrase forever and ever. So here is what was awesome this time around is that this was the end of my bobbin. Okay, when does that ever happen that you have like the last row is basically the last one that you can eke out in your project? That never happens. You either have like 2/3 of a bobbin left, or you run out like back here and then you have to decide, do you actually load up another bobbin for the next 6 inches or do you just cut it? Right. Hello, Amanda. See, okay, so let's cut the sucker off, shall we? All right. Take my scissors. Here's how I like to do it, friends. There's a lot of ways you can do this. So if you do it differently, great. You go with do your thing. So I like to start in the middle. Let's see. Mostly in the middle, somewhere in the middle. Because these are towels, I'm not going to worry too much. I may come back and do smaller knots. We'll see. Here we go. My seamstress, Dinah, has been in the UK for the last like 2 months. So as soon as she gets back, I'll be like, hey, I'm glad you're back. Here, can you sew some things, please? So that's going to be the plan. All right. So I like to cut from the middle, make a knot. For this project, I started out doing just the kind of mirroring my warp colors in the weft. And then I started to get crazy. So I can't wait for us to look at all the colors in the various towels. It's going to be a good time. So, okay. Here we go. Talk amongst yourselves. We have other comments here. Let's see. Carol says, oh, we're talking about Heddles. Oh, good. Dawn says, I prefer metal Heddles, but they each have benefits. That's for sure. Carol says, I prefer the weight of the metal. However, on some looms, you can't get the size of metal anymore. So Tencel it is. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. You guys weigh in. Tencel versus the metal. Do you know what Tencel is? It's like that. Is it nylon considered what it's someone fill in the blanks. Talk amongst yourselves for just a moment. Is it nylon? Is that what the Tencel is? What material is that? I know technically it's Tencel, but it's yeah. You can have Heddles in all kind. I mean, you can have string Heddles, you can have metal Heddles, you can have. Connie says the Tencel are hard to see. I can see that. That the way the material is with the light, I can see them. Ernie says I have only Tencel, but find them preferable due to weight and noise of metal Heddles. Okay, all right. I can see that. I think there's no kind of wrong answer there. It's, oh, there we go. David says Tencel was technically crocheted polyester. Okay, thank you. Polyester Heddles. Okay, all right. Let's see. All right, we're almost free. Sherry says I like the metal better, but it's harder to get certain sizes. Well, I mean, I think it depends on what's important to you. The metal is going to be louder, going to be heavier, right? But the Tencel, while it'll be lighter and more adjustable because you can just kind of cut it right to the size that you need. I think. Hi, Ghislaine. I think that the Tencel don't seem to move as well, right? You can't slide them. Isn't that what I understand? I've worked on looms with Tencel, but I don't own one with Tencel. Cindy said metal is her preference. Tencel are too tight. Oh, interesting. Okay, all right. Okay, last one. Woohoo! We're free. All right, here. Now I'm going to shift you again. Boy, lots of moving around today, aren't we? Let's see here. See if I can flip you down. Oh, maybe like this? So much of this is like, can Chris figure out where to move the camera? Okay. All right, here we go. Woohoo! Let me take off the brake. And we'll release the fabric. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so as we go, we'll see all the pretty colors. I just kind of threw in whatever to see what I liked. So as we start off, you see I did just a cream that was in this was part of the warp there. This was just like this last one. Then I did like a lavender. Isn't that pretty though? Lavender is not my favorite, but there are times when it's just the right color. Isn't that pretty? Lavender. Black. See the black there. By the way, it's probably overkill. Well, maybe not in this instance, but I like to put when the sticks fall out of the back, I like to put them in the front because, especially in this instance, because I have so much yardage. And if my edges aren't exactly the same width the whole way, it can torque with the tension, I guess. It could be that I have control issues. That could be part of it too. But that's why you hear the sticks falling out. Okay, so let's see. We did black. This is like it's one of those nondescript. Where's the color? Here we go. It's is it green? Is it gray? Is it brown? You know what I mean? You know that color, right? When you look at it, you're like, okay, well, next to the green, it looks brown. But next to the purple, it looks green. You know what I mean? Like one of those kind of crazy colors. Okay, what is this, guys? Oh, purple. Yeah, purple. Purple, right? And then I got like a grassy green here. Pretty. I like that. This is like a cheery little yellow with the green. Now, here's the question. So these stripes are all blue with the yellow here. Do these kind of look greenish? I mean, you would think for color theory that would, yeah, maybe. Okay, let's see what else we got. Ooh, like a peacock blue. That's pretty. I like that. This is like a navy. I like the drama, right? That kind of navy color. What is this one? Oh, I picked like a brown. See, some of it's so far back, I don't remember what I did. This is like a brown. See yeah, very nice. I actually did the same pattern the whole time. It's very unusual for me. I usually get bored and I'm like, okay, what's next? This is, I got sticks falling out everywhere. Okay, hold please. I'll get us back on track. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So I had kind of a milk chocolate versus a darker chocolate here, right? This is kind of a lime green. Oh, that's an interesting one, especially next to that. That was the other thing too, is that what colors do you put next to each other as you're humming along? That's a gray, right? Kind of a pretty kind of medium slate gray. I had a little bit left of a white, so the white just went there. You know, whatever, throw it all in. Kitchen sink. This is a blue. We must be close to the beginning here. This is a blue, right? I think these are all kind of the mimics from the beginning, the mirror of the beginning. Da, 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 da. And here we go. Oh, we're almost there. There we go. Back to the beginning. Ta-da! Wow. Okay, did you see those colors that you liked? What did Shirley ask? How long was your work for all of those? I don't know. I don't know, darling. Sam asked, how'd you measure each color? I wound one bobbin. And I went, okay, here we go. When the bobbin's out, that's it. I will measure it, friends, so you can get a better idea of how I did all of the what the warp ended up being. Here's what I like to do. Is that I will wash and dry this whole big thing. So shrink it all up, right? And I will hand it over to Dinah, and I'll be like, Dinah, every 22 inches, make a set of hems. And it doesn't, like, it'll be, there'll be two colors basically in each towel, right? Because one bobbin isn't going to be 22 inches. So that's why I kind of paid attention to what was next to each other, like what colors, like those two colors, I think the gray and the light green, the kind of pretty together. So yeah, and then we'll just go from there. Okay, that's fun though. That's a lot. That's a lot of yardage. No wonder it took me forever. I kept looking at the back of the loom thinking I'm never going to finish this project. Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. She said the light stripe, that one little white stripe, right? It just like pop. Okay, but it's fun in between those two, in between the gray and then that's like a dark blue. Fun. I like the idea of the smaller stripes, but I didn't want to tuck in all the ends of the, there's a certain kind of logistics that comes into play here. Yeah. Carol says you want to get a crazy face from the checkout the hardware store, plop 3 dozen yardsticks on the belt. Do you know what? I was very fortunate. I had a friend who was like a crafting friend, and she bought a gross of yardsticks, which is 140. Is 144? Is that right? And she kept them for a very long time, thinking she'd do something with them, and then she didn't. She's like, I'm just gonna give them away. Do you want yardsticks? I'm like, yes, please. I would like yardsticks. So yes. Gail asked, how long was your work? Size of yarn, reed size, pattern. She's like, I would like all the things. Okay, so here is, first of all, the pattern is now up on the Acting Creative Community Facebook group. Where is it? Here we go. There we go. So because I whiffed on the pattern for our back in May, because we had like a little 6-month anniversary thing, and I made up a pattern and it was not good, I put this one up instead. So the pattern is up there. It's like it's a little kind of couple picks of plain weave, couple picks of twill, Nothing crazy. Easy to keep track of though, which is lovely. This is 8-4. It's a carpet warp, which I love because it has all the colors and it's not crazy expensive and it's good for this kind of product. What was the other question? Did I cover all the questions? Oh, spacing 12 ends per inch. That's what I like. I like something that's kind of a 8 to 12 ends per inch. It's always a stretch when I use 8-2 and I'm like, oof, 24 yards in an inch. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. Yes, I will, Sue Ann. Thank you so much. Yes, once they're all done, I'll bring them back and share all of the towels so you can see them. Dawn says, looks like I'll have a year and a half for stage 1 in Master Weaver. I need to submit by April 15th of a year. I'm not going to do all these samples in 6 months. Ooh, Dawn, that's very ambitious. She's going to want to stay in the UK. She might. She's from there, so that yes. Anyways, honestly, she tells me over and over that she loves this kind of stuff, which I'm always grateful for because I don't want to do it. Sewing makes me want to run the other direction. So, all right, friends. My toes are buried under yardsticks at the moment. Okay, so I will be sure to come back. See the lavender. I don't know, something about the lavender. It's really pretty, very soft. Yeah, I'll be sure to come back and show you what they look like when they're all done. That's for sure. All right, let's finish strong, shall we? This week on Handwoven Experience, I talked about tie-ups and the magic of tie-ups. And here's what I realize can be true is that tie-ups can be magical and do all kinds of amazing things, but it's also a pain in the butt to get underneath the loom and change the tie-ups. I realize those two things can both be true, but I wanted to make sure that I shared that with you just so that you had just a little reminder that those are there if you want to mix up your pattern. Just change how your shafts are connected to your treadles. Voila. As I mentioned before, we have not only the October Weave Along happening right now as we speak, but we also have this ongoing Facebook group called the Acting Creative Community, which is amazing. I think we're over 400 at this point in the group, which is incredible. And it's just the happiest place to be. So if you are looking for an online community and you do Facebook, come on over and join us. Here, I'll put that right back up right there. It's just under Acting Creative Community. That's where you can find it. And if you are loving all of the Acting Creative stuff and you want to have extra perks, you want to support Acting Creative, whatever your reason is, you are invited to become an Acting Creative Insider. One of the best perks of being an insider is that you get a free copy of the instructions for the October Weave Along project for the 4 shaft. So they're up and waiting for you, friends. You have to be at the $10 a month level and up, and you can download your free copy of the instructions right there. And lastly, if you aren't getting love notes on Wednesday mornings, you're invited. Come over, sign up for the weekly weaving newsletter. And I usually share a little story from me that ties into whatever the free content is for that week. So you don't miss an episode of Handwoven Experience or what's happening with the Weave Along or just all of those good things so that you have that at your fingertips, readily available for you. Okay. Wow. See, okay. Thank you, darling. There was a lot on there, right? I don't usually do projects that big. It was big. I had to focus. Okay, friends. Let's see. Next Thursday, I'll be right back here. Mark your calendars for next Thursday, 9:30 a.m. Central Time, which is Chicago time. You figured out on your end, friends. I don't think we changed the clocks for a while, right? We changed the clocks in November. Is that right? That always messes us up on an international scale. So we'll be sure to pay attention to when all that happens. Thank you, Ruth. Okay, I'll be right back here. Yeah. I'll need to dress a loom. That'll need to happen. Like I said, I have a custom project I have to do next. So we'll discuss custom projects next week, which will be great. Keep working on your October Weave Along projects. And you know what your homework is beside that, right? Do something creative just for you, friends. Just for you. Not spouses, children, neighbors, grandchildren. Just something that you want to do. It's good for your soul. All right, kids. Have a wonderful, fabulous, marvelous week. And I'll meet you right back here next Thursday for Live at the Loom. Happy weaving.